Okay, well, all the info says that we're live, so I'm going to assume we're live. We're back with our Tuesday night Greyhawk using the second edition Dungeons and Dragons rules. We got our normal full cast tonight, which is always good.
Don't lie, there's nothing normal about us.
We have our irregularly normally present guest. All right. Richard, who do you have tonight?
Hi there, I'm Richard, and I am playing Arvin, family name Tarklu, and they are a wild mage who isn't particularly wild, I guess. Meh.
Meh, you do the best. I mean, you have the wild hair, I guess. We'll go with that. Dion, who you got?
Hi, I'm Dion. Tonight I am playing as Odie, the level 3 peasant hero fighter.
Yeah. Now wearing her underwear. Of course, the normal traveling group knew she was a she, but did not present that way to the world at large. Not that the orcs care. One human's pretty much another human.
This is why it's fine. There's no crisis.
That's right. Jameis, who you got?
Hey, Cura. I'm Bard. I'm playing the Bard. Though I don't currently have my instruments on me. Because they all got taken away. They're all in a sec.
Yes. Okay, good, cool. Oak's back. We'll get to him in a second. Who you got, Bill?
Hey, everybody. I'm Bill. I am playing Father Cedric. I am a third-level human cleric of Zagig.
Who is a god of hilarity and chaos. You and the Chaos Mage should be best buds, but it just doesn't work out that way. Oh, who you got?
Hey, I'm playing Grimly, the dwarven locksmith. He's not a thief. He is a locksmith, very upstanding professional, law-abiding. When it suits him. When it suits him.
Yeah, I guess. That's the best kind of law. Apply it when it suits you.
He's good. He's just kind of neutral about the goodness.
Yeah, I will subscribe to your newsletter. Yes, that's... I'm down. All right, so our last session, you guys have infiltrated the orc stronghold, posing as slaves. It was that or food, so slaves seems like the good thing to do. Quickly winning a bit of favor with your taskmasters, and with a string of dwarves in tow, you are at the huge iron gates that you maybe expect. Beyond that is where the sword you're looking for might be. You've received a few visions so far, but none of the caverns you've passed really fit what you've seen there, Richard. But your vision did include a scene of undead, or the feeling of undead about you. And that's certainly happening now, as you guys were brought here to help dig out some rockfall that happened around these iron gates that separate the vast part of the orc city from, well, just in passing conversation, those of you who can speak orc, the temple of Grumish is beyond these doors. But something happened while you're excavating. That being a bunch of undead started pouring through the cracks and holes in the cliff face that the door is set into. And a virtual army of undead starts pouring forward into a decent amount of orcs that were brought here for security reasons. So the melee has started about you. It's your characters and a string of tired dwarven craftsmen, not dwarven fighters, unfortunately. So we'll pick up there. So, not that they're trying to protect you, but the orcs rush forward, having the weapons, to meet the undead as they start pouring from these holes in the cliff wall, kind of leaving you in this, for the moment, island of passivity. Not a lot of combat directly around you, so you're behind the front line, we'll say.
Can we go out the back way?
What back way?
I'm asking because I don't know exactly.
There's no back way, as far as you know. There's this huge iron door, but there are numerous fissures and cracks and holes in the walls surrounding on either side of the door, and that's where the undead are kind of pouring from.
Okay, so we'd have to go through all the crap to get out then.
Either find a hole and hope to not be eaten by undead, or find a way to open that iron door, which is on the other side of the combat line. So not only will you have to figure out a way to open these immense doors, you'll have to find a way to not be caught up in the battle that's between you and it. So the black gates, as a description, 18 feet high, bolted into stone walls. It kind of merged into the rock and cliffs to either side of the door that these undead are pouring from. So what do you want to do? Right now, you're free of combat. Certainly your guards are being distracted.
Get the stuff from the sack.
I mean, if we do that, we reveal that we have stuff in a sack.
If
We
we
good with
don't
that?
do that, we're probably going to get killed by undead.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so everybody wants their weapons and armor. So Karastin once again goes free bird as he removes his loincloth, which is the bag of holding, tosses it to the ground as he himself digs out his own robes and whatnot. You guys can do the same.
What? How many undead are there?
Hundreds.
Okay, so turning isn't really going to do anything.
Turning would help to make a hole, like to get some out of your way, but you certainly aren't going to turn the entire army.
Oh.
If we think it's useful to open the gate, we can sort of make a hole to get through to try and get through to the gate, but I don't know what that will do.
Mm-hmm. So I take it everyone's digging out their armor and weapons at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to roll a die. It's a good die. Means good things.
I don't trust you.
Today's a good day to die.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody have really extreme armor like plate that takes forever to put on?
Odie?
I have chainmail. I think
Chain's
that's like
easy.
a sweater, right?
Yeah.
Just-
I mean, well, technically you've got a bunch of cloth underneath it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can just
On chain as
slide
well.
on the chain. Okay. If no one has plate, then getting your armor on isn't going to take more than a couple of rounds, and it will take that round long just because the opening of the bag is only so wide, so you can only a couple of you dig in at a time. So no one's paying you any mind. The orcs seem to be keeping the undead at bay from scattering into the city at large. The undead don't seem to be either cognizant that they could just kind of stream around the orcs and just enter the city. Right now, they're more focused on just killing the orcs that are right here. But who knows how long it's going to take them to wise up to this.
Okay, here's a ridiculous plan.
No, it's gone.
What if we like killed a zombie or two, some of the undead, and smeared their parts all over us? Then we could just walk out going, "Ugh," and they'd think we were zombies or something.
I mean, the orcs are going to go and kill us
Yeah, that
because we're
was-
zombies.
Can't
But
you
the
destroy
zombies might not.
undead?
Zombies will not be fooled by that because they can sense the life energy.
Can't you turn
I'm not
undead?
doing that.
Or
I can, but I can't turn hundreds of them.
That's what he was suggesting to do, is we turn undead.
Well, I mean, possibly if we find a way out, I can turn the undead in front of us, and that'll let us get out. Maybe.
Did we get any kind of hint of where we might possibly find the sword in a certain direction or anything? Or we may just run off in that way, or
Arvin has told you the dream that he had, where it's a very large cavern and there's a big obelisk that goes from the floor to the ceiling. He gets a feeling of having a lot of undead around, but you haven't passed such a cavern yet.
I think we need to get through those iron gates. It sounds like everything's leading us towards that and through the gates on whatever's on the other side is what we want. So if you set up a passage, we'll try and get it through.
Okay. So that will potentially, depending on your role there, turn the undead. But remember, there's still orcs between you and the gate as well. And now you are not just slaves. You are armed and armored.
Attacking the undead as well.
Yeah. Well, let's have that roll, Father Cedric.
you should call that to Grumsh when you do it, or Grumosh. He'll be like, "Oh, hey, cool."
No, I have a feeling that like the chant for Zagig will be something like "Hoa Tagu Siam" or something.
That sounds legit.
That really sounded a lot funnier when I was thinking about saying it. Okay, so what am I rolling here? There should be a turn button.
No idea.
Yep. On your sheet under the extra abilities, you should have a button for turning undead.
Quick question as I'm looking at these undead going around. Are they fleshy undead or are they
they're various. Some of them are very fleshy and resemble more zombies. Some of them are skeletal completely. Some of them may not be undead. Maybe
what
things
you mean?
Like ghouls.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh, that's too many different types in one place. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know a lot about these things, but that doesn't seem right.
Have you found your button?
I have not.
Let me take a look at your character
I don't
here.
see it anywhere.
Father Cedric.
If you look under abilities, is there stuff under there about
powers?
Oh, let's just look under everything.
Go to actions, and then go to powers. It'll be the bottom one there on the right. Powers. A little bit further up.
Seconded. Players handbook.
Fun and games that we have here.
Is it
We'll
there?
get there with combination.
No. Want.
Tuning.
That's
There's no
the
such thing
only
as
thought I
tuning
had.
in the player's handbook.
Oh, yeah, it is missing from here. So we've got soothing words as a power. You got your spells, but I don't see the turning.
Is it under abilities?
49 or 136.
Does it less turn undead there or anything?
It does not, actually.
Okay.
All right, well.
Table. Okay.
Shit, that's something he's forgot to learn at the temple.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's like, wait, we do what with undead? Hold on, what?
Are these turning as skeletons or zombies or?
It's mixed.
Skeletons, zombies, and ghouls so far have been seen.
You just well, if it's similar to other editions, you just roll a number of dice. Oh, you roll to see what level you hit, and then roll dice to see hitting undead. Blah 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 blah.
So that's a D20.
Look on table 61. Cross index with a type of undead.
Right.
Roll 1d20. If the number rolled is equal to or greater than that listed, the attempt is successful.
Yeah, that should be good unless they're ghouls.
Well, there are some ghouls.
All right. And so, what do I roll for number?
It depends on the level of priest, which you are 3, and what you're trying to turn, which is skeleton, zombie, ghoul, or what have you. Only one die is rolled regardless of the number of undead the character is attempting to turn in and come around. The result is read individually for each type of undead. So if you roll 20, you got to just turn everything. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the number. It's just you make a roll and then that whatever you turn is turned.
Mhm.
Although possibly you could stay within 10 feet. You have to be within 10 feet of you.
So let's just do this cinematically. So that was a
Phase
fairly
1 through
low
7.
roll. But there's
Oh,
low level undead here as well. We've got some skeletons, we got some zombies, but there's also ghouls in the mix as well.
No, it won't do the ghouls. It does the zombies and the skeletons. Right.
So you do make a hole. Now it causes them to flee from you. So let's do a luck check here. Say high or low and roll me a D100.
High.
That is
Nice.
very high. Okay, so what actually happens is you turn some of these undead, which has the incidental effect of causing the orcs to actually part as well, as they think the undead are trying to get around them. So you've made a hole. Now there are still a few that you couldn't turn that are in your way, ghouls mostly, but they are in combat currently. So what do you guys want to do? So there is a hole. You can get up to the iron door. The question is whether or not you're going to attract any of the attention from the ghouls that you weren't able to turn. The orcs, again, have kind of parted to follow those ghouls that were turned. So no one's really noticed you yet.
I think we can try and stealth up, although I don't know how stealthy any of us are.
I can try to sneak up there and see if I can get that unlocked if it's locked before we make a run. If everybody wants to hang back.
Yep. We can try that. The rest of us just go on Overwatch and be ready to jump in if it looks like he's going to get attacked.
Sure. When you get up there, it's locked by two fairly poor quality locks. The unfortunate part is that there's two bars that you can kind of see in the seam between the two doors. So there are two iron bars on the other side. Now there's more than enough room between them that you can actually get like a sword's blade under there. And then you've got the two locks to contend with.
Whichever's do I need to get the bars before the locks, or
It doesn't really matter which way you do it. It just takes time.
Oh,
Unless
if
you get someone
somebody
over
else
here to
is
help
running
you.
over that's stronger than me, they can try to get the bar out. If I can it won't matter if I don't get the locks done.
Okay. Well, Grimly, you get to the door, trying to keep as inconspicuous as possible, kind of ducking in and out between bits of melee around you. So you get there. Then you figure out that you've got two bars to contend with as well as two locks. Who do you wave over, or whose eyes do you catch?
I wasn't going to do anybody until because if I fail on the locks, then there's no need for everybody to be over here and like, oops.
Okay, so no one yet. So you're going to work on the locks first.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a roll.
Open locks. They're probably not trapped. I'm hoping we're in a hurry, so I'm not checking it.
Secret roll.
Hey. Again, a very simple lock. It doesn't really take much at all for you to pop the first lock. You've got one more. That's a really good roll. So potentially you'll be able to open both of them here in just one round. Oh, that's bad. Okay. The first one comes easy. The second one does not. You think maybe it's not so much that it's a tough lock. It's just your pick got a little bent because these locks are kind of dense. They're a little hard to move the tumblers inside. So you're having a tool problem.
Guys, we're going to have to fight the undead so I can level up to try this again.
You can attempt to break the lock if you'd like.
There's that first row under strength contains things such as bent open doors and bent bars lift gates.
If I would have had... Yeah, one thing I've got is that... now, did we get all of our gear or just the armor?
I would assume you got all your gear, all your normal stuff.
I can attempt... I don't want to break this, but I've got a +1 short sword. Unless it needs smaller, then I got a +1 dagger to try to wedge in there.
The dagger can do it. Short sword's a bit much, a bit large. All right, so this is mostly going to be time than anything else. Just roll me damage on your dagger. As you're fishing around in there, trying to break all the pins. All right, you're working at it. It's gonna take you a little time. Do you want to do anything? else? Do you want to call anyone over? Do you want to?
Yeah, as I'm doing that, I'll. Who's our biggest, strongest person?
Me. Giant
Yeah, I
woman.
try to get Odie's attention.
Yeah.
Wave him over.
All right. My time to shine. I am
Okay.
not a stealth build.
Odie is not a stealthy kind of person, so you're probably just plodding on over there. Just make me a luck check, high low.
Yeah. Luck check high low. Always high, baby. Wah!
Yeah,
decent.
One away from my favorite.
A ghoul does kind of sniff the air and starts charging at you, but then an orc just kind of jumps in front of it. It lands on his shield, and both of them go down fighting on the ground, and you're able to slip by. You get up there next to Grimly, who is still working at the lock, trying to break it.
What's up?
There's a bar. There's a bar you can slide through here, and I'm show the area in the door. I'm like, that needs to be lifted up. It's from the other side. You're gonna have to slide a sword or something through there.
Okay. I have green swath, so I whip out green swath and go to do that.
Okay, good thick sword for this. Make me a strength check, please.
Strength check. Wah!
Never make it.
I don't think it
didn't
wad.
work. Wah!
Here we
I
go.
thought it did because
Ooh,
it
nice.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
First bar. It is quite heavy, but you are able to leverage it up. A lesser blade might have snapped in doing this. One down. Oak, go ahead and give me another damage roll for the lock. You're making. I mean, you're breaking some pins here and there. You're making headway, but you're still.
Is
working
this
on
like
it.
a lock that's built into the gate, or like a padlock stuff?
It's part of the gate.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you're working at it. You're making progress. It's just taking some time. Assuming that you guys are still going at it, Odie, one more strength check to the second bar.
Would I, after doing it with this sword, would I be able to do it with the maul?
No.
Or is it no? Okay.
You're not gonna be able to fit them all between the two doors.
Oh, why are you not going where I want you to go? Please roll. There.
Ooh.
I would like
Yeah.
to use a reroll.
Please.
Okay.
Or do I get a bonus because it's a magical sword?
No, you're not
No,
attacking it. You're just using it as a lever.
Okay, I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay.
I want to get out of
That's
here.
good odds.
Whew.
Forgot about those rerolls. I should have done that on my lockpick.
Okay. Odie's made short work of the two huge iron bars that were on the other side. Oak, one more damage roll.
I think I've almost got this. Get the others coming.
I blow the ram's horn.
You snap the last tumblers that are holding the lock together, and with Odie having dropped the bars on the other side, the doors swing open just enough that you guys can pass through. Now, the rest of you have finished getting your armor on. You're watching Grimly and Odie work on the door, and then you see the door part just a little.
That's how I get the last part of that open, is when he starts blowing that damn horn. It's just the frustration as I snap it and look at him like, are you fucking serious?
All right, yeah. Odie blows the horn, in which case all the orcs, many of the orcs that aren't in a life and death struggle look towards the door and are shocked and alarmed at the fact that you've opened this, potentially letting a tide more undead in. And they start running for the door. So Grimly and Odie, right now, there's a bunch of orcs running towards you, yelling out in Orcish, "Close the door! Close the damn doors!"
I don't understand them.
I don't either. So we're going in is what they're charging. Like, get ready to drop these bars back on it when the others get in.
All
yeah,
right.
Cedric, Arvin, and Bard, unfortunately, now between you and the gates, because of the horn, orcs are starting to mass in there. So all three of you, give me luck rolls. Tell me high or low, starting with Arvin, high or low.
Starting with low. Yeah.
18 is pretty low. Arvin, you managed to bolt, if you're wanting to, that is, you can bolt through the door before the orcs get there.
Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay.
get killed by the undead on the other side. That's fine.
Bard, high or low?
Let's see how many rerolls we need to go through for this. Well, that's a fail.
Okay, so which means that there will be a random number of orcs that will be between you and the door if you want to accept that.
How much rerolls do we have?
42.
Aaron's a reroll.
Okay. How dare you?
Wow!
Do it again. I
Okay.
dare you.
Or spend
All right,
4
I
to
will.
just succeed.
Oh, that's terrible. It's gonna actually that didn't even come up.
If you didn't
Come
get
on.
it in the chat window, it won't read.
Oh my god.
It was
That's
bad.
3 failures.
Watch, pick
Well,
low
then-
now, and then you'll roll high.
I'll keep blowing rerolls.
Sure, do it.
I mean, what is the
Okay.
random number of orcs? Is it a number between 0 and 20?
Right now, it's going to start at a d6, but each round it's going to go up.
Right.
All right. High. Try again. Well, can we take that?
So close!
God say you need to fight orcs.
All right, so that's 4 rerolls blown. So what do you want to do?
3.
3? 3, yeah.
One more.
One more.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do
Well,
it.
you would have, if to get the auto success, you'd have had to spend 4. So might as well do the 4th one now and see if we get it.
Yeah.
So high, still high.
Yes.
There you go.
Hey, nice.
So Bard just barely makes it through before the orcs descend. Cedric, high or low?
Oh, let's go high.
Yeah. Hey,
Barely, but you
first
made it.
try.
So the orcs hot on your heels. You pass through the door, and Grimly had asked for Odie to slam one of the bars on as soon as the last person enters.
I slam both back on.
Yes,
But
I'm
yeah,
helping.
I
I'm
do
getting
one
doors, shutting
and I do the
doors
other.
and
Okay.
helping whatever we can.
All right. So you are on the other side now. And I have not worked out Fog of War yet, so I'm just throwing the whole thing up here, okay? But you enter.
Yeah. Oh no! Do you need to shoot it first?
Yes.
Thought I had already. Let me try it again.
I'm not seeing it as one of the things we've got. Oh no, there it is. A screenshot. 2028, 228. You know, I've got it.
Okay, cool.
It's the second to last thing. Screenshot. 2023,
It's just
February
popped up on
28.
my screen anyway. So,
Yeah.
see, it's
But
different.
it's there on the list of images if you want to find it.
Whenever you get time, Bert, give me a holler and I'll go over and show you some of the map stuff. It's actually pretty quick and easy.
Cool. Okay. Good enough. All right. So you've made it through. Give me a second here.
I assume.
Now, when you say we're on the other side, you mean the other side of the door and not of life in general, right? You didn't just
The other side of the
die.
door.
The
The other side of the door.
First one, then the other.
All right. So the first thing you notice, Arvin especially, is that there is a black obelisk that reaches from ground to the ceiling. There's many orcish runes and bloodstains all about it. Atop the point, though, is a single stone eye. And yeah, so that other than the eye, which you didn't see in the dream, but you actually couldn't see the top of the pillar in your dream because everything was very dark. This area looks like your dream. It's a very large cavern that stretches out. Of course, since orcs can see in the dark and you can't, everything is pitch black. You can make out a building of sorts, kind of in the center of the cave.
So are we in room I?
You're not there yet.
Why not there?
You're not there yet. Yeah.
I'll try to lead everybody since I can see in here.
I was going to say,
Okay.
this feels like the sort of place where we might want to be. Look out for undead, though, again.
Wizard creates a ball of light that floats in the air. It's basically the level of torchlight, though, so it doesn't extend very far.
Well, at least now I can see the horrified faces of my companions.
What do you want to do?
After telling us he would lead us further into the place with the dark sites, Grimly immediately
Grimly
leaves.
disappears. He stealths, you see,
I
and
stealth.
he's so good that you just lose track of him. It's not until he looks back to say, "Guys."
I mean, I will point everybody vaguely towards the direction of where I think it's going on.
I get my glasses out and put them on.
Aha!
Oh, you're smart.
All right, you put the glasses on, allowing you to see very well now, and you can see the stone building just a little bit in the distance. It is surrounded by undead that look like they're trying to break in, far less than the hundreds, if not thousands, that were on the other side of the gate now, but several dozen. Some of them are...
Brother Cedric.
Several of them are still fighting some orcs that look like they were guards to this building. Most of those guards are now dead. There's just a few left fighting back to back close to the front door of this building. That's a couple 100 feet away, like 200 feet away.
I put on the glasses too.
Okay.
You see something completely different.
They're the John Lennon, round lens looking.
Oh,
Nice. Maybe we should see if they survive.
Maybe we support them if what Evan was saying was true. We probably don't want them breaking down that obelisk.
Well, that's true.
Into the fray, Father Cedric, turn them, and then we'll go join them, and then
you're a little too far off to turn them yet. You got to get a little closer because they have to be able to see you presenting your holy symbol and hear you for that to work.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry.
Presenting.
Welcome back.
We
So
should
we
get in
should
there.
charge in.
Come on. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, as you charge by, that stone eye at the top of the obelisk that you've got to kind of pass by to get to the stone building, just kind of lights up in your new vision granted to you by the glasses. And a wide beam of red glowing light radiates out. You guys are all caught in that beam, and you can kind of feel just your skin prickles a little bit. There's no other reaction to it.
Then we go all our superpowers. No good under a red sun.
Now I have Sauron is upon us.
What's the eye made of?
Stone, as far as you can tell.
How far
like
away is it?
20 feet up in the air,
Okay.
very near the ceiling.
Can I shoot
You're passing by it to get to the stone building.
Can I shoot it?
Do you want to shoot the stone eye? Sure, shoot the stone eye.
I have a magic arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll use one of my +1 arrows. And here we go. Where's the roll button? Oh my god. This. Hua!
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Okay, that's going to miss.
I'm gonna do it again. Ha!
That will
You
actually
practice
hit.
your what?
It's an AC 10. It's not a moving target. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so it's +1 to damage with this because of the magic arrow. So this +1.
nice.
Okay. Well, your
7.
arrow's right on target. It kind of hits it right in the pupil, but you just shot an arrow into rock. That didn't seem to do enough damage to it. The radiating red light continues. Probably since you rushed forward first, but you paused to take a couple of shots. Other folks that are caught up to you now.
I'm tempted to try and destroy it. I don't like that it did that.
Does feel fine, other than your skin's a little tingly.
Yeah.
We got other problems.
Yeah, okay, we just keep going.
Okay, in which case, you are close enough now, Father Cedric, to do some turning.
Alright. So it'll be a D20.
And these all look like zombie and skeletons. No ghouls in this group.
Okay, so I basically
Nice.
just have to roll like a 7.
Well.
Oh, shit. That would have been a good roll, too. Mm.
Oh, cock
Yeah, I'm going to
dice.
take a reroll there.
Reroll.
Ooh! There you go.
Okay.
That
Let me just
turns
check.
ghasts.
All right. So
And,
you
nice.
turn the undead that are still fighting. There are 5 orc guards in front of the doors. 3 of them are badly injured, but still up. Other 2 look like they're in fine shape, and they're a little puzzled at first, but then they see the light of your holy symbol. They see the undead flee, and they kind of turtle up as they pull shields, and they all kind of pack in over the front door, ready to defend it. What do you want to do?
Yeah, here in the name of Grumish, I say in Orcish.
I
Let me
show
a
them
charisma
green
check.
swath when
Sure.
he talks.
I assume you had green swath out since it's the
Yeah,
weapon that you used at the door.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
They open the door.
Go on, let's go.
Definitely.
I don't know where we're going, but then we're getting the door now. They're opening it for us, so yeah, let's go on through.
Okay. The door opens, and you see that inside there are 4 phalanx of orcs. They've got spears and shields, like they're ready to repel intruders that come through that door. So in this big hall here. So this B is the door, and you guys are inside this wide hallway, or coming into this wide hallway. And there are 4 sets or 4 groups of orcs just ready to repel invaders. They're expecting undead when you guys come in. They look a little confused. You can have an action before something else happens. What do you want to do?
We're here in the name of Grumish to help support the shaman.
Sword. I
Yeah,
hear Grimish, and I'm like, I know that word.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Killing them, attacking.
Grabbing
Following
my
along, really. I mean,
Okay. All right.
I guess
Yeah, I
looking
can't
around to
speak
see
the
if I can
language,
see
so I'm
the
just
stuff.
playing along.
Okay, so Arvin, you see, again, I'm not using anything to obscure the map here, so you can kind of see that there are several doors along both the right and left-hand side, as well as a double set of doors at the end of the hall. So between you and that set of doors is about 20 orcs, 4 groups of 5. So, Bard, actually, do you have any non-weapon skills that allow you to sway a crowd?
I got crowd. What's namey? Crowd working.
Crowd work, yeah. I'll give you it. Use that instead of just a straight charisma check.
Okay. Actually, the value was exactly the same.
Well,
Because I think it works off. Actually, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to roll it and see what happens. Oh, by 2.
okay. Okay, so they don't attack right away, but from the front group, one of the orcs asks, "Who's your commander? Who sent you?" In Orcish.
Oh, what was the big fat guy's name?
I try to remember the name of any of the guys who've been commanding us.
Okay.
Jameis really doesn't remember. I don't know.
Jameis can't remember it. Make an intelligence check. Your character might.
I'm gonna roll 2 because I'm trying to figure
Yep.
that out.
Ah.
Intelligence.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the Bard hesitates for just a second as Odie leans in, about to whisper, just as Bard remembers. He stands down after uttering the name, so he just kind of waves you past.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Move so authoritatively. If I had a left coach on the clipboard, this would be working a lot better.
All right. The question, though, is where are you heading?
Passed them onto the.
We don't know.
If I can direct people to where I think this is going to from my vision,
Your vision your vision didn't include the building
temple.
at all.
No,
You just
I
had the
realize that.
impression
But
of
I
a
might
pit.
have a vague idea that hey, it was to the north of the doors. So like, I will move us north.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the huge set of double doors at the end of the corridor do kind of just call you. That's for sure.
I mean, if all the orcs are there, we go in the direction where they're facing away from. So
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah.
So you run up to the doors. The doors are both locked and barred, of course, because you just ran through the kill zone that they're using to lead the undead into. So, of course, these are locked and barred.
Knock on the door.
Open them.
Call the locksmith.
Open up. We're here to help. We're here to the man of Grimish.
Are we going to knock, or you want me to try to just open them?
I'm banging on the door.
Okay. Yeah, so a couple of voices kind of all shout out at the same time. It's like, what? Report!
Young Tinted here. We're here to help Grimish. Let us in. We need to help the shaman.
One voice this time yelling back, who are you? Who sent you?
I give the same name of the guy who's told us before.
Bats McGee.
Yeah.
It's Bob.
Or Chris McCorkey guy.
You got I hate to keep relying on this, but it's just too fun. Roll me a luck check, Jameis. Just high or low.
Okay. High. Always high, baby.
Oh, it's got to be low, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
The voice screams out, they're intruders. You fools, attack them. But they are shouting from such a distance and the doors are so thick. You can hear it. The voice doesn't really carry on to the nearest group of guards past you. Like one of them looks back, like he hears his master speaking, but doesn't hear the words and just goes back to his post.
Make sure. I'm going to turn to those. Make sure that nothing's coming in. We just got to stop. Got a sticky door here. Just come on, concentrate on there. They're going to be attacking through that door any minute now. Locksmith.
Yeah, as you say that, actually, the double doors on the opposite side of the corridor do thrown open, and then just a horde of zombie skeletons and ghouls rush in, and those 4 groups of orcs just immediately rush in to try and stem the tides. So they're distracted. People in the room know that you're not there for good reasons.
They're not going to be pleased to see us. We need to get through those walls right now, but they're not going to be pleased to see us. Get in there any way we can. Locksmith.
Okay.
Grimly,
Well,
we
he
all
does
rely on you.
that. Can I? Is it like? Am I able to jimmy a sword through to lift the bar or no?
In this case, these are really well-made doors. There is still a gap. That's how you can see that there are bars. There are 2 bars on the other side, but your sword's too big. Grimly, as you stand up, there are 3 locks on this door, and these are better quality than the large iron door on the outside.
Oh, this is good craftsmanship. This may take a minute.
The scythe is also too thick. You're going to have to use something much thinner, perhaps a dagger, or we're talking about it's maybe a 1/4 of an inch of a gap.
I have a dagger. I could do a dagger.
A dagger or short sword.
Yeah.
If it can't be picked.
Dagger. What do I do?
Is it a regular dagger or is it magical?
Regular.
I've got a magical dagger if he needs to borrow it.
Do me well. Let's. He wouldn't know right away, so let's let him use a regular dagger first as you try to pry this thing off. Make me a bend bars, lift gates roll.
Bend bars, lift gates. Wha.
Failure. You snap your dagger. you're starting to get that bar up, but it's really heavy. And just as you are about to get leverage on it, your blade snaps.
Broken dagger, sad face.
Grimly, are you going to try and work on these 3 locks, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I threw you a pick or an open locks.
Did you pass it? I'm not seeing it. There it is.
I have no
Success
idea.
by 10. Yeah, I see it. Success by 10. So you make quick work of the first lock. I'm going to roll some dice here. I don't want to run through the whole combat between the orcs and the undead, so I'm going to roll a d12. This is how many rounds that the orcs are going to be able to hold them off before they start charging through that chamber.
1.
1.
Jeez.
Behind you, and this, I guess we'll say this is why. So you spent 1 round, you removed 1 lock. Odie's found out that the bar is just too heavy for a regular dagger. You smell, well, there's a discharge of strong light behind you, which blazes in the glasses that you're wearing, and you smell smoking, cooking flesh. There is apparently a lich amongst the undead who just let loose a lightning bolt into the room, slaying a bunch of undead, but most of the orcs as well. So here's what we're going to do.
One of those fit Father Citric.
We're going to go ahead and do initiative. Let me start up an encounter here, actually.
That's what we're doing. We're going to make new characters.
Well, we're gonna have to play a new group next week anyways. This might be it.
What a way to go.
How do I add you guys to an encounter? Do you know offhand?
Do we just hit initiative or something?
Now, if you've got the encounter already, it's already existing. There should be a little button at the bottom that you click that and it'll add it to the combat tracker.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Give me a second. I just need to populate this real quick. Yeah, I didn't have a time to get all this in here. This was not a pre-made Fantasy Ground module.
We're getting more and more of the old school ones built in.
Yeah.
Which one is this again? 5 shall be 1?
Yeah. I don't think any of the Greyhawk modules are in there yet. All right, so you said there should be a button at the bottom of the encounter list?
Yeah, if you've created, like, you go into encounters and then you
there
pick
it
one
goes.
up in
Okay,
the
I got it.
lower left.
Yep, I got it. Okay. You guys should be able to go ahead and roll your initiative now then.
Mine will be flat because I'm trying to pick lock.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where the hell the initiative roll is. Oh, I found it.
It's on the front page if you're going flat. If you're using a specific weapon, you'll go on the Actions tab and roll initiative.
Just do flat for the first round as everyone decides what's going to go on based on...
No.
Or if you've already done it, otherwise, that's fine too.
Yeah, I've already done it. So.
Did that work?
Ron, hey, calm down. You want to say hi? Dog wants to say hello to the stream.
No. Baby.
It's a 65-pound baby.
So cute.
Let me know when everybody's got their initiative in.
Yep, mine's in.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
lost my character sheet for some reason.
Go.
It's probably hidden.
You can always
underneath
click at the
the
top left of the screen where your image is. It'll open up your sheet if you double click on that.
I'm not seeing any of the enemies in my.
Oh yeah, I got to show.
You should.
Got to turn the eye on. Let's see.
This is round 8 apparently.
Yeah, this isn't a fresh one because it's still got all the effects from last
Yeah.
time as well. So
Oops.
How do I show the enemies again?
I'm not sure if this is the same. Should be in the upper.
Oh, I see it. There's a little eyeball.
eye,
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
human wizard. Also frost giants. Damn it.
Perfectly balanced for a level 2 party.
Oh wait, I'm not sure. Wait, those frost giants shouldn't be there.
You. Only the ghouls and skeleton monsters. Ah, that's even better.
Well, if Mr. Turning Undead manages to turn them all, then they're not that much of a problem.
Yeah.
we just
There we
got
go.
licked.
Yeah.
If
All right. So Arvin, fast as he normally is, goes first.
Yeah, they're bursting in through a door at the front.
Yeah. Well, So the mage who is standing in the door just cast a lightning bolt, which basically killed everybody in this swath in the middle here, and the rest of the undead are starting to funnel in towards you because he killed all the other undead that was in front of the lightning bolt as well. So you still
mage, right?
So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 140 feet. So that's where they are. They're just coming through the door right now.
Oops.
And it's 3 and a bit feet to a yard.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah?
3 feet to a yard.
3 feet, exactly. All right.
You're thinking of 3-point blast.
We use freedom units here,
Yeah.
sir.
America! Well, they're too far away for me, so I got nothing. At the
Nothing?
moment. They're so far away.
That's fine. All right. The mage then directs the forces as the ghouls move 60 feet in. That's their action. Nobody's got ranged weapons, and they move slow. So Grimly, you're next.
Here we go. That's an old map.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still populated on that one because
You've got to
the
delete all
prototype-
those, and
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, it keeps popping us in there. Where's my baton? Open locks.
Open locks. You got the second lock opened.
As Bert is now covering the bottom of the screen, we have no idea what the result of that roll is anymore.
Right. Yep. So the second lock is open. And that leaves Father Cedric. You're next. Mixed group of ghouls and skeletons 60 feet away. Definitely in range of being able to see your holy symbol and hear you if you want to try and turn them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, do something. Draw that lich's attention.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
Pretty sure that you turn everything but the lich with that.
Yeah. And basically, they don't try and get closer than 10 feet is what it really comes down to.
Yeah. So they will try to take the fastest way away from you. So they're going to break through the door into F and then the door to the opposite side of F. They just bust down those doors to get away from the holy symbol, screeching in terror as your holy light goes off. Odie, you holding a broken dagger hilt in your hand.
AFK kids yelling.
He offered the dagger after I
Yes.
tried, so I'm gonna take his magic dagger and try again.
Okay.
Bars.
Yep.
All right. Here, we'll do this. Wah!
Okay. It's a failure, so you're still working at it. It's just hard. Like the dagger is just long enough to reach the bar, but it's really an odd lever point. You're just not able to get enough force behind it. You can keep trying, but it's taking time. So you fail unless you want to re-roll.
Yeah, I do. I want to spend 4.
Okay.
Hua.
Well, if
Oh
you
wait,
spend,
why did I roll?
yeah, you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll. If you spend 4,
Yeah.
you find a better angle and you pop both the bars.
All right.
Ooh.
'Cause I was going to give you both bars if you got like a high success. So if you spend 4, I'll give you the high success.
Hell yeah.
Pop both
Okay.
bars, leaving one lock, keeping those doors from being opened.
I make sure to pull out green swath, and I'm just like
Waiting.
standing in front of Grimly. Defense action.
Okay, Bard,
Whatever.
you're up.
Okay, completely ineffectually, he says, breathing action. I'm going to try and just kick the damn doors open now that the bars are out of the way. I'm just trying to kick through the lock.
Okay.
So, strength check, fail.
Well, you should have an
open.
open doors check for your strength.
Oh, yeah. Open doors. Wait. Double click. Map.
Nope, they're too
Yeah.
secure. Yeah,
Okay,
too secure.
roll D20. Yep. Ow, my foot.
Yeah. Bring us back to Arvin at the top. Actually, a new initiative round. Let's just keep this. Let's just keep this and play through it. You just have the one lich to contend with.
Just the knowledge.
Just.
Just.
So Arvin, door still is not open, but people are there's progress being made, or so you understand.
Well, good. Good for them. I stare at the door pointedly, willing it to open.
Is the lich moved closer?
Nope, he's still at the
Okay.
front doors.
Am I
Yeah,
go
I-
again?
I got nothing.
Yep.
so
So we go to Grimly then.
can't reach.
Well, actually, the lich is going to do something. Give me just a second.
Who's casting on the roll?
All right. So lich is going to fireball.
Oh, that
Yep.
takes care of that party. We're going to die.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Well,
You roll well enough, we
Save
just
versus
did.
spell or something? To
Yep.
half
Everybody do
High
save
enough, it
versus
won't matter.
spell.
damage.
Yeah.
Spell.
versus spell. Ooh,
Haha.
Failure.
failure. Big failure.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh,
Now here's what happens.
We make
half.
Here's
Oh
what
my
happens. So Grimly and Odie were the very closest to the door. Did both of you guys make your save?
God. Yes.
Yes.
All right. You guys take no damage. Cedric would kind of have to be more forward than everyone else because you had to present your symbol and command the undead to go away. Did you make your save?
Not at all. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Okay. Do you have 15 hit points?
No.
No. What's your hit point
Not
total? right now?
anymore.
I have 14 hit points.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Do you want to re-roll your save?
Yes.
Okay.
What is your save versus spell?
15.
What's the issue? It's not great odds.
Mhm.
And you could just blow 4 and say you were going to pass.
Up to you.
Blow 4.
Sure, I'll blow 4.
Okay.
We're at 28.
You will instead take 6 points of damage.
Okay. I can do that.
Bard, what was your last? You tried to kick the door, so you were also very close to the door, so you're fine as well. Actually, did you make your save?
Yep.
You made your save. You're absolutely fine as well. Arvin, you were just kind of watching what was going on. So you maybe middle. Did you miss or fail your save?
Yes, fail.
You failed it. You will take 5 points of damage. The fireball streaks forward, and those of you that have magical knowledge, note that there should be plenty of range for that fireball just to end all of you, and you're expecting this. But as it's coming closer and closer to those doors, it's diminishing in size. And when it finally strikes, those of you that are closest to the door are completely shielded. It just so those of you that are just a little further away just take a little bit of the fire damage, as the doors themselves seem to be proof against magic, and extend a little bit of cover to those to either side of the door.
Nice.
This pisses off the Lich. Grimly, you're up.
Here we go. Last one. Be good to me.
Definitely want to blow. If you don't make it, blow 4 to make it.
Okay, Grimly. Good news, bad news. You pop the last lock. Unfortunately, you also trip the trap that's on it. Razor sharp metal blades spring out around the lock where your hands are. Basically, they're designed to basically cut the fingers and hands off of anyone trying to pick the lock.
Call me Stubbs.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Leather.
Yeah, okay.
But I forgot they call me Stone Fingers for a reason.
Well, 6 points of damage.
Not bad.
Stone fingers.
But with that, the lock, you push open, you fall through the door, because this all kind of happens simultaneously, that big fireball hitting the door. And you guys tumble into the room. You're in a throne room of sorts. There is a gigantic orc sitting on the throne, and there are 2 robed orcs to either side of them. They both have these large staves that are glowing with power. Behind them is kind of a raised, like, imagine it to be kind of like a well, the raised lip of a well. But with your special glasses on, what you see is just a pool of darkness. Like in your vision where you can see heat and light and the various shades of gray, this is just a big black pool, which, Arvin, you do remember there being like a pool of blackness in your vision.
Well, if only I could see any of that.
Father Cedric, you're next. All of you just kind of fell through the door as this last lock gave in, and this fireball kind of just rebounded off the door, singeing several of you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to lay on the ground and scream because my hands are almost cut off.
Can I go heal Grimly?
You want to step through the door to the other side? Sure. Yeah. You take a couple of steps and you can cast healing on Grimly, which will bring us to Odessa. Now the Lich is still standing out there in the corridor. He just thrown a fireball.
I'm going around the door, so I'm hopefully out of sight of the Lich, and I'm pointing out there going, Lich! 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 To those guys, like, point, like, ah! Like,
but you need to say it in Orcish.
El Licho! El
I think it's
Licho!
pronounced the same in every language.
Yeah, Grimly, I gave you 7
transcend language.
so you're up full.
All right, so you take cover behind the door on the inside, in the throne room side, leaving Bard. What do you want to do?
Can I grab Arvin and pull him through the door with me? So we're all
Yes.
the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do.
Wah!
I assume casting can move himself because he's not even on the combat tracker. That's how amazing he is.
So the mage will close the door and throw the bar on it.
Yeah. Hi! What free shell are we in now?
Okay, so the throne seems to be made out of a black stone, but not black like what's in that pit. It's like just normal obsidian, perhaps. It's a tall-backed seat. It's topped with an impaled skull with a hole neatly drilled between the eyes, like to make like a third eye. And there are bloodied trophies of combat, animal skins, weapons, and just other crude furnitures decorate the inside of here as well. So the chief and his, basically these are these are the wise men that you that have been otherwise indisposed and wasn't able to come out to meet you. They're a little shocked at what has just happened. As Corendon throws that bar across the door. So you got a moment. What do you want to say? They know that you're lying, or they knew that Bard was lying.
Hi, Grimly. He hides.
Well, at least one of us will survive to tell the tale.
Hello there. We have come here for what's the name of the sword we're after? We've got Grimslayer and Songspring, and we want I can't remember. It's been weeks, but okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, green. Yeah.
So we've got this sword and this sword after this sword. Here to help.
Okay.
They're going to attack us if they're going to.
They don't seem to understand. They don't seem to recognize the names of the swords. I mean, they look at the swords, but it doesn't seem like it really registers anything with them.
Oh.
So before they react, does anyone else want to say something or do something?
I present Green Swath. Ta-da!
Yeah, I mean, you had the sword out. That was a given.
I'm just showing it more like
they apparently don't care, or it doesn't mean anything to them.
Grimesh's sword.
I guess I reached down to the loincloth of the wizard. This is the thing I do in front of the holy orcs. To try and find the sword, which I've left in there. So yeah,
the dream sword. Okay, you pull the dream sword out. Now, Odie, you don't speak orc, so what you said goes on deaf ears. They don't understand what you're saying, but you pull that sword out. Arvin reaches into the bag and pulls out the dream sword. Again, like they look at the swords, but I mean, it doesn't seem to really mean anything to them, other than you're now brandishing two large swords at them.
I mean,
anyone else?
I don't know that we're particularly well. I don't think that Arvin, at least, is particularly aggressive with the sword. He doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, maybe holding it just out
in front of their face.
Point down. This.
Oh, he's presenting in the Masters of the Universe pose. Father Cedric and Grimly, what are you doing?
I probably would go up and heal Arvin.
Oh yeah, go ahead and you can do that. Roll your healing for that.
There you go.
Thank you.
So as your holy symbol lights and you cast the incredible 1 point of healing on Arvin, both of the robed individuals on either side of the throne kind of are interested for a moment, and they speak. Do you speak Orcish, Father Cedric?
No.
Okay. Well, Bard.
Common.
You hear them. They're talking to each other a little excitedly, but they're saying, "A scion of another god is here." They don't seem to be, because of the nature of your god, they don't seem to be wary of it. They're just kind of making note. Okay, so if no one else has anything, the orc chief will call out in Orcish saying, "Why do you intrude upon the holy chamber of Grumish? What business do you have with us?"
Sid, we come here for the sword of... What was the name of the sword?
Grimesh. Grimesh's sword is what
that's the name of the god. Grimesh is his god.
Yeah, they called it Grimesh's sword, though, when I showed the green swath and stuff.
There's just a collection of the swords of Grimesh's swords. What's the name of the actual sword?
Stalker is the sword that should be here.
Stalker. Yeah, we're here for Stalker. Here to pick up Stalker to reunite the orc tribes.
The orc tribes. Okay, so they kind of look at each other and they said, "There's just us here. There is no stalker here."
That's not true. Arvin, where's the damn sword? You saw it, didn't you, in your mission, in your vision? You
It's
saw
at
it
the
here,
top
didn't you?
of the great pillar. Plunged into
Is
the
it a great
top.
pillar? Is there a great pillar around here?
I was outside, but there was no sword in it.
That we saw from the bottom when we couldn't see the top of it.
Well, you could see the eye. So in your dream, you couldn't see the eye in the dream, but you saw the sword in the pillar, like literally in the pillar.
Yeah.
And you didn't see it as you were passing by.
Right, in the top of the pillar, right?
Yeah.
I don't think any of us on the top. Well,
Which is potentially now being covered by or replaced by the eye.
maybe. Or they could have taken it out and started this.
All right. So they're a little here. I tell you what, I'm gonna.
I'm a bit confused as to what we get at this point that's in use. Oh,
Okay. They're wary, but they're not aggressive just yet. You do notice that the two cloaked individuals kind of spread out a little bit away from the throne, almost as if to better prepare area of effect spells, perhaps. The war chief again asks, I ask once more, why do you intrude upon the inner sanctum of Grumish? You are not. You come
Trying to find a sword you get.
Yes, you said that. They don't care about the sword. They don't know anything about the sword. The sword's not a good answer.
Swords?
You said a
many
name.
swords.
You didn't say a sword. You just said the name of the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got Grim, we got the green and the singing dream one. We have to stalk this up anyway.
Tell them we're looking for a powerful sword. A magical
They don't
powerful
care.
sword.
They really don't care. We can.
It's not that they just don't understand. Like, it's not that they don't care. Just the swords, like you showing the swords means nothing to them.
Yeah, so you gotta explain that we're looking for a powerful magical sword.
To what end?
To the end that we want it.
Yeah.
And they don't care about it. So, hey, maybe it will help with the undead, maybe it won't.
Well, maybe don't tell them it's a powerful magic sword. Tell them there's a sword of our ancestors we're looking for. We want it, and we'll leave.
What do you say?
We are under gears to find these swords, and we have understanding that the sword is here. We wish to take it and then leave your presence. We wish you no harm. We're just after the sword, and then we'll go.
Okay. The warlord says, the sword of Grumish. Yes. I
told
know
you
where
this
it
was
is.
Sword of Grimish.
Why should we give it to you?
Because we're trying to complete the set. I mean, Karsten, is there a particular reason you're trying to do all this?
Well, you know why Karastin wants to do it. He's trying to unite the barbarian tribes. He believes if all the swords are brought together. What's that?
I thought it was the Orcish tribe.
No, barbarian tribes.
Barbarian
okay.
tribes.
I mean, the fact that you said Orcish tribe played in well with the orcs who were right in front of us, so, I thought you were doing a clever lie.
No, I thought they were Orcish. They were Orcish swords.
Totally
Is what I was getting confused with. They were Orcish swords. Yeah.
Tell them that we need to complete the set to unlock its full power.
Get the
We don't care why you want it. What do we get for it?
What do you want? What do they want?
Less undead, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, the sword. Hey, Karsten, do you think the sword is the reason why the undead are here? So if we take the sword, and
shrugs, it's like, well, there's nothing in the lore to say that the swords have anything to do with the negative material plane. I would imagine it is all the delving that these orcs have done to expand their city and unearth this older, much, much older city. I think they just delved too deep and indiscreetly.
They're not.
Perhaps if you
Kinda
could
like
tell them that
us.
if you unite these swords, it'll cause all the barbarians and other humans to leave the area, opening up land for them.
Okay, yeah. Do we want to unite the barbarians to lead them away from here to attack war on some far-off place?
One of the cloaked individual to the left, you see as you're talking, kind of holds his finger where there's a number of rings on, and he whispers in Orcish, which unfortunately carries in this large chamber. He lies, my lord. You want the sword, but you have no gift to exchange it for. It's a spoil of war that Groomish has collected.
Ah,
I tell you what, and he puts his hands on his hips. We'll let Groomish decide.
cool. Excellent. They're going to let Grimish decide.
He kind of beckons you to come forward.
All
Bard.
of us.
That
We'll
sounds like
It's just
so
Bard.
bad.
Okay.
You're the one
So
talking.
step forward. All right. Yep.
One of the cloaked figure on the left, the closest one to that black well, reaches down. He dips his hand into the well, and when he brings it up, you can see that it's almost like tar dripping off of his hand, but there's like a ball of blackness in his hand.
Okay.
And he kind of motions you forward to do the same.
Oh, all right. Sure. This will be a hell of a thing anyway. All right. Put my hand in. Use my arm. I don't know.
Okay.
Now we arm wrestle.
No. So your hand just becomes like it's like cold. It's so cold that it burns. Second. Take 5 points of damage as your fingers and hand becomes frostbitten. But as you can feel there's some resistance to it, and you can feel that there are items in here. Like there are a whole bunch of different things. Like you can feel like pommels, you can feel like goblets, just all kinds of different things.
Okay.
Okay, so you're basically fishing around to see if you can find the blade.
Mm-hmm.
What is your dexterity score?
14.
14. So half of that is 7. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a 7% chance for each round that you have your arm in there. So the next round you'll have a 14%. The next round, but each round you're going to take 2d6 worth of this damage from the cold.
Group, may I?
So for the first round, you've
spend
already plunged your hand in. So for the first round,
Yeah.
go ahead and just roll the percentage dice and see if you can get 7% or less.
No, I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to do the 4, then yeah.
Yeah.
I got no
Yeah.
problems.
Oh, look.
If
So
everybody
somehow
else-
I got excellent luck on the first try, spending
Okay.
4 points.
You spend 4.
Boys are just going to kill us.
Yeah.
Okay, so you withdraw Striker. It's another sword that looks very similar to the ones that you have. Old
I thought we were gonna
iron,
have to
heavy
stalk her.
sword.
Trying to strike her.
The mage next to you, though, doesn't seem to like the fact that you pulled it out. And he hurls the ball of blackness he's holding at you. So he does have to actually make an attack roll here. Give me a second.
Shouldn't be hard. My AC's not that high.
It would help if I rolled the d20 in the actual box.
Yeah. Rolling in the box is overrated.
Oh, that's going to miss.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. He's just way off target. The ball hits the ground, and you see like tendrils of like almost tar kind of streak out for it, but there's nothing in its path, and it just compresses again and just lays on the ground there. So let me fix the initiative thing here, and we're gonna go into initiative. Now, if I understand it right, you have the Dream Sword, Arvin. Odie has Green Swath, and
Mhm.
now Bard is holding Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So nothing can go wrong.
Except everything.
Yeah, just everything.
If we get all 5 swords, do we summon Captain Planet?
Well, the Caresta did tell you that something is supposed to happen. There is a summoning that happens when all the swords are brought together, and you'll have 3 of the 5 at the end of this. Why is there no? All right, I'm going to use the stats for something else. Just make this easy.
What are you trying to do?
I'll just use those. All right, guys, go ahead and roll initiative. It's obvious that they did not like the fact that apparently you are blessed of Groomish, you being a human.
Okay. Can I use my short sword skill with this, or does it count as an unprofessional weapon?
You're a bard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no. It feels very well balanced in your hand. No, this will count as a proficient weapon for you.
Cool. I'll
How
use
far
the short
away
sword
are
thing.
we from this guy? Or the guys?
Since you were speaking to him and not shouting, so we're gonna say that here. Let me move. If I can do this here, give me just a second. Grimly, you're right here near. Oh, I can't just drag that out. That kind of sucks.
You should be able to drag from the combat tracker.
Okay, there's Grimly, with one of these mages next to you, and
They're
come
invisible
on.
in the combat tracker.
Yeah, there we go. The other one is over here. And the Orc King is on his throne here. The rest of you guys were probably just in front of the throne talking. Jeez. Oh, come on. Stop it.
Yeah, it's just damn irritating.
Yeah. Fantasy Grounds is great when you have time to set everything up. It is not so great when you're just kind of doing things on the fly.
And still learning. So
Yeah, and definitely still learning. Yeah, absolutely. All right, is everybody on the screen now?
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Yeah, you're up towards the well at the top.
Mm-hmm.
No, Arvin isn't on there.
Arvin is not on there. Okay.
Creston isn't on there either.
Yeah, I'm not going to put Creston on because I don't want to. He will be doing stuff to help you against the mages, we'll say. Okay, did everybody
at the bottom of you've already got them on there now, but on the bottom of the combat tracker you've got the green, the yellow, and the red.
Yeah.
If you left click and hold those and drag it over, the green will drag all friendly.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay.
You'll have to reorganize them once you put them in, but it will drag them all at once.
Okay. Has everyone done their initiative yet, or are we still doing that?
Yep, I'm using the short sword. I'm assuming close enough to run and attack one.
Yeah. Okay, so I have rolled 2, so that gives us Odie. You're up first.
Okay.
And which one do you have? Green Sword?
Yeah, green swath.
Okay. Make me a wisdom check.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, thank God.
Okay. You have used Green Swath before, and it feels very natural in your hand, but you just weren't really able to pull any of its use out of it. In this case, though, perhaps because the other blades are nearby, you know what one of the powers of the blade is, or another power of the blade.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, come on. Oh.
What are you trying to do?
I'm looking up something in the document, and it's not where it's supposed to be. Sorry.
Should have got you to edit it, huh?
That would have been a feat. I would have been 12. No, this is actually a newer
Do you
one. This
think
is
you would have
second
done
edition.
a worse job?
No, I might have at the time. Come on, man. Here it is. Green Swath. Okay. You are not a spellcaster, so that will mean nothing to you. Okay. This plays upon it's a sword, but to you, I mean, it feels like you have the impression of like a scythe in your mind. Like it feels like using a scythe.
Right.
And so one of its powers is you can sweep Green Swath in an arc, and it will cut through many foes, ignoring their armor.
Cleave!
Nice.
It's got cleave!
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, Odie, so what do you want to do?
Yeah. Wow, that's powerful.
It's just the 2 mages and the big guy.
That's it. That's all that's in here.
All right, I'm
That's all we
charging the
see.
mage on my side of the room.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character over there and engage.
Oh, there's an actual map now. Okay. I guess this one, right? Yeah. What?
Okay.
Can I move
Since
that
it
far?
ignores his armor, but he does get a dex, so you just need to hit an AC of 10.
Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta click them first, don't I? Click,
Yeah.
And then...
Control, click, or
Wha-
target.
Oh. Well, I rolled and I hit
So-
an AC 12.
Yeah, which is not enough. So it actually misses.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Sure. Use them all up.
Alright, you said control click?
Hey, soon I
Oh,
won't be
yeah,
hearing
good
any
old
about
target.
it from you guys, which I'm sure will have no bad consequences.
Okay, that hits an
Yes.
AC of
2 different
6.
targets. Looks like.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I read ogre, mage, and I thought it was like 2 separate creatures. But it's,
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, so you hit. Go ahead and do the damage.
Oh, okay.
They said
This
this
one.
because he wasn't able to take the account of Green Swathe into account.
Oh.
8. Okay. It actually does 8 points of damage, not just 5. It's a +3 weapon. You can put that in there now.
So it's +4 then. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think I figured that out. Did that work? No.
It's right. I got it. I got it set. So Arvin, you're up next.
Okay.
The war chief hasn't gotten up off the throne yet, but his weapon is readily at hand. Oh, Richard's frozen. I just noticed.
Oh,
No, there he goes. Okay.
oh, there we
No,
go.
I'm just sitting very still.
Okay. What does Irvin want to do? The door behind you, by the way, has been steadily being pushed upon and rattled.
Yeah. I don't have anything prepared, as far as I'm aware, because we didn't have our books and stuff to do
You
anything
do.
within the morning.
You did.
Give me a wisdom check, actually.
We had our books at night. You just had to take it out of the pouch, read your spells, and then put it back in the pouch. So you could have had your spells. every
Yeah,
day.
you could have.
Okay.
So yeah.
No, I don't
Failure.
know anything.
Okay. Yep. The blade has conferred to you no further knowledge.
Well, okay. If I have got spells, then, since I didn't think I
Mhm.
really had before, then I guess I'm casting Grease, seeing as that is the thing
Sure.
that I have here already. Yeah. All right. So
Who are you gonna
Is there no
spooge?
ones? It hits an area. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
why
So
do you?
did Odie close in on the mage? Because he hasn't moved.
How do I stop moving? It just like okay, thank you.
Oh, there you
It
go.
wasn't
Somebody has to
working.
say yes in order
Yeah.
to push it.
Oh.
10 by 10 feet. Okay. I guess I'm targeting Orog.
The
With the
throne?
grease.
Okay, yeah, so just roll around the throne. He's still seated.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I need my table. I need to roll my level 1 variation table to see if I can do a thing because I'm a world mage. No,
Oh.
nothing happens. There's no surge, there's no level adjustments. So
It's
then,
going to turn out Orog is just this really tiny orc in this huge suit.
it could be.
It might.
It covers the area. Any creature entering or caught in the area when the spell is cast must save versus spell or slip, skid, and fall. So make a save versus spell.
Well, right now he's seated, so I guess he could slide off his seat. I guess it's possible.
Until he moves, he's probably fine.
He saved.
Well then, that is.
He hasn't moved though. Once he moves,
Mm-hmm. Once he moves, he's going to have to do it again.
Nope. If they enter the area or are caught in it when the spell is cast.
Yeah, so just standing up would be entering the area, I would say. So,
Okay.
all right, yeah. So you spooge out everything there. So he is next, and you've just thrown a bunch of grease at his feet. You probably covered the throne as well. Here, I'm gonna just roll something here. No, he's dumb as a rock. Okay, no, he's gonna try and stand up. No, he makes a save. So he is concealing a crossbow, of which he's going to shoot at Arvin.
no.
Not Arvin.
He misses. Bolt goes wide.
Are you sure about that? You don't know
Yeah.
what my AC.
No, it's even if your AC was 10, he would still miss. Mage
My
1.
AC is 14.
14.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's still gonna miss. Yeah,
How was
barely.
it 14?
Because I haven't got any armor on and I have a dex of 3.
Yeah. He's got that negative because of his dex.
Because I'm a wild mage. I'm wild.
Okay. So this mage that is next to you, Bard, is going to cast a cone of cold at you. But before that happens, I said I was going to use Karastin as basically just help against mages. Let me make a roll here. Okay. So the creature's hands kind of rhyme with frost, and a big bolt of just incredibly cold air starts to come in your direction. Karastin, though, basically counterspells. He stops it from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just kind of ends the spell. But that's the only time he can do that with that particular thing. He can cast other spells, but that's all he can do for this one. So he keeps that from happening. Ogre Mage 1 is the one over here with Odie.
Other way around.
I'm sorry?
Other way around. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
I'm side 1. He's Odie's beside 2.
Okay, so the one that since you're in combat with him there, he is he's not going to cast a spell because yeah, that wouldn't work. Yeah, he's just going to attack you with his dagger +1. Oh, that's a bad roll. He might even cut his own hand if he pulls it out of the sheath. He's like. Cuts himself pulling his dagger out, Odie. So that brings us to Grimly. What are you doing, Grimly?
Who was attacking the Orog or anybody?
Nobody. So far, Arvin has just coated the area in grease.
And the area around the Orog is greasy.
Yep, the throne and the area around the org.
Okay,
He's
then
still
I won't
standing
do
in
that.
it.
I will rush to. What is my movement?
Orog does have a crossbow.
6. I would assume that'd be 60 foot. I can get to.
Yep.
Trying to get. I don't know if there's room to get behind him. I wanted to try to flank the dude.
You can flank, but I mean, he's seen you, so you can't.
Right.
You won't be able to backstab, but you can definitely flank.
It still gets a +2 though, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does. You gonna attack while you're at it?
Yep. With my short sword. And I forgot to target him.
That's all right. That certainly hits.
Oh, nice.
There we go. And he's not large, correct?
No, he's not. Okay. 4 points of damage. All right. Do some damage to him. Father Cedric, you're up next.
All right. I am going to take my mighty sling and attack the whoever that guy, the Orog in the middle.
Okay, yeah. Using a distant weapon, you're going to hit the war chief on his throne.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. You don't have to enter the grease area.
So let me drop that on him.
That's going to miss, though.
Yeah. Ah!
Bard! You're in front of a spellcaster, and your
Yep.
dwarven friend now is giving you a little bit of a bonus as he's flanking him.
Yeah, I'll just move to the flank position if I can. How do I say yes?
I have to do it.
Okay.
Wait. Why is it not allowing me to do it? Yeah,
What are you
there.
trying to do?
Anyway,
That's fine.
so him, I will do. Is the sword? No, I have striker, a stalker. So
You have
this will-
you're a stalker. Give me a wisdom check.
wisdom check. This is going to fail. Oh, it didn't fail. How did that not fail?
Okay.
What was that?
You know one of Stalker's abilities. Stalker can release a gas that will put a large area of things asleep. This is what Arvin saw in his dream.
And is it a magic weapon that I need to add?
It is a magic weapon, yes.
Plus.
Stalker is. Give me a second. It's just a +1 weapon.
Okay, well, I think that's
It's +3 if you were a ranger, but you're not.
so that should roll. That should.
That's gonna miss.
Wow. What? Oh, I rolled. Okay. Rolled crap. AC 12.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. Okay. Go ahead and reinitiate with whatever actions you're going to get, so that it will put it in the initiative bonus or penalty.
Yeah.
Boo.
Why does it keep just rolling a 3 for? That can't be. It's
Oh,
rolled
I
3 every
clicked the wrong
time.
one. I'm stupid. Hold on. That one.
Okay, and that's not working. Let me.
What do you? Is it on your end?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hitting the roll initiative, roll all NPCs, but it's not rolling it. Do I have to? No. Why isn't it? I need to play with this more.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's in. I haven't played a lot with a 2nd edition rule set. Base, though, there should be options in there to have it roll initiative every round, which means when we hit the bottom of initiative, it should re-roll everybody. Of course, we'll need to adjust for our weapons, but it should do NPCs also automatically.
Okay. Tell you what, let me just do it this way. Just for today.
That's not moving the initiative along, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't get to an end or a round.
I'm going to put them in initiative 5 instead of 3. So Arvin will go first.
Jeez, how did I manage that one? All right.
Relatively speaking, it hasn't changed much.
Yeah. All right. Well, if it's me,
It's you.
is it me?
It is you.
All right. Orog is still standing in the
The grease.
in the grease, right? Well,
Set it on fire.
As you can see from my initiative, I am casting Flaming Sphere.
Yep.
So I'm hoping to set the grease alight and do all kinds of things to him. But I need to look at what it actually does. Burning Sphere, cast Burning Sphere. The sphere rolls in whichever direction the caster wants. Creatures in contact with the globe must successfully save versus spell, or suffer 2d4 points of fire damage. And I assume it's going to set the
Yeah, it
stuff
will.
on fire
It
as
will.
well.
So he fails. He will take 6 points of damage from that. And then when you light the grease, how much damage does that do? The spell for grease should say. If it doesn't, it's just burning damage. Yeah, it's just burning damage, which is a d6. So 9 points of damage.
Huzzah! Take 9 points of damage.
It's more than any of us have done.
Wow.
Oh. He said, maybe it didn't do that much. I assume it does.
Yeah, 9 points of damage. So they would go at 5, which is before Odessa. So the Org is going to try and step out of the burning oil. Otherwise, he's going to keep taking damage. I believe when you exit the area, he has to make a save too for the grease.
No.
Fire doesn't even count anymore because it's just on fire. Is it even
Yeah,
greasy?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that he would have to. So I'm going to roll it. So he fails. So I'm going to say that he basically slips here, so he's going to still be in the fire, still taking burning damage on this next round as well. The Ogre Mages, however, the one that is on you, Odie, has drawn his dagger at this point and is going to attack you with it, and that hits an AC of 2.
I'm a 4.
Okay, so he hits you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so magical dagger, make a save versus poison.
Bitch. Okay.
Take 3 points of damage.
Please. Yeah. 3
Right.
damage.
Okay. Blade hurts a lot more than it should, but only 3 points of damage. Over here, the one ogre is surrounded by 2 of you. He is going to use his magic staff to... He feints at Bard, but then swings it behind him to strike it grimly instead.
Unfortunately, swings too high and goes over Grimly's head.
Wow. That hits an AC of 12. I'm sure that misses you.
I've got a 6.
Right.
And
So
it goes over his head.
Odie is next.
Green
Come on, Odie, get them up.
Hiya. What?
That's
Why? I'm re-rolling again.
You just can't let it stand.
I want at least that double chance. Come on. Really? Okay. Alright. I miss. It's fine.
Bard, you're on.
Okay.
A fighter that can't
I'm
fight.
attacking the same one I attacked before. That. Ooh, crit.
Yeah.
How much damage does Stalker do?
Same as a great sword. Give me a second.
Okay, D6 plus 1. What does crit do? Oh, no, great sword. Actually, I don't know what great sword does.
Roll. It's going to do 11 points of damage. We're not using any crit charts.
Nope.
It's just going to double. It's possible. Okay, so yeah, that hurt a lot, but he's still up.
I'll look up great sword and add it to my list if I can.
Okay. Make me another wisdom check as well.
Okay. That's more like it.
Did you fail?
I didn't make it. Yep, failed.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Stalker is not telling you anything more about itself then. Good enough. So that was Bard Grimly. You're up.
I'll do the same thing. Try to get him from behind. 2. Oh,
jeez. That's a
At
big
least it
miss.
wasn't a fumble.
Yeah. Father Cedric, up to you.
All right. I'm going to
There's no great sword.
on the Orog.
Also a miss. Bunch of misses this round. All right, start of the next round. This door gives way as the Lich enters the room, and there's like a bunch of undead behind him. And as that happens, Bard, your sword hastily explains to you that it can make you invisible to undead and animals, but can make you invisible to undead.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
So before we go into this next round, the Lich kind of breaks through, poses for a moment in its awful wrath. Everyone, the other orcs and the mages in the room are just kind of looking at awe of what's about to happen here. I'm going to give you, tell me what your characters are doing with this new wrinkle that's happened in the room. So let's just go top down. Arvin. Yeah. Did you get any powers revealed to you about the sword? Nope. Okay.
I failed my wisdom, so I know
Let
nothing.
me see if there's anything that it would impart to you, because you might get greased.
Step into my own grease. Yeah, that will grease me.
You've got the dream sword, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the sword's like, I got nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I would continue to press the attack on Orog.
Okay, go ahead.
So
It's still in the fire. Since it happens on your turn, roll a d6. It's going to take more fire damage on your turn because your turn is when it happened on. We'll apply that first.
All right. Take 4.
Okay, and then go ahead and do what you're going to do.
I don't know. I think I still need to maintain concentration to use this. It doesn't really say, so I continue to direct the sphere to.
Okay.
It's like one of those Roombas.
Right.
You just keep bumping into their legs continually.
He failed the save, so go ahead and roll 2d4 damage.
Bam.
Okay.
3.
He drops and he is consumed in the fire.
I'm sure that was helpful for our side against these undead.
Mm-hmm. Odie, you are holding Green Swath.
Yeah.
Let me see what Green Swath might do to try and save your bacon. No, the sword's like, man.
Well, I'm gonna. Is the mage looking at all the undead?
Yeah, he's kind of shocked.
I want to move behind him, like
Okay.
non-threateningly, and just be like, I think we have a bigger problem, especially since your boss just kicked the bucket, because I saw him get struck, like lit aflame.
Unfortunately, you don't speak orc.
Yeah, I'm pointing. I'm pointing, like,
Well, you'll just slowly nod, like,
like,
Okay. Bard.
Now, is that a power I have to activate, or does it automatically happen, or
Which one? Which power?
turn invisible?
You just would ask for it to happen, and Stalker will give you
Okay.
that.
oh, can I do a free action to Bard, because he speaks Orcish? Ask for a truce!
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Truce with the Lich.
Plot twist,
no,
we're the baddies.
We're always the baddies. That's not a twist. Now, do I know if the sleeping spell affects undead?
It does.
I am?
It's not a sleep spell. It just, yeah.
Okay.
Stalker will
Can
tell you
I-
that it does. But it will also
In that
affect
case-
all of your friends as well. Not you.
How large is the area?
A very, very large area.
Fortunately, it's still the best course because a lich is not something we want to fuck around with. Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, a green gas.
I could kill us all, people.
A green gas starts to pour out of your sword as you hold the blade up. And Arvin, just like in your dream, you're seeing this kind of green nimbus, a fog kind of steal in over you, just like you saw in your dream. All of you guys make me a save versus spell. And I'm gonna do this.
I wasn't dreaming. I saw the future. I have future
You
sight.
want to make it. You want to make it. That one will not make it.
Save versus spell.
Yeah.
No.
Did anyone make it?
Well,
Yes.
Jameis, you don't need to roll it. I'm sorry.
I
But everyone
didn't
else.
bother.
Yeah.
Hey, Arvin's good.
Arvin's very tired. He feels like he wants to lay down to sleep, but he can fight it off. Did anyone else pass it?
Nope.
Okay, Karastin passed it, so he's also fine. But everyone else, all the undead, it's not so much that they go to sleep. It's just like the motivating will behind them and they fall over just like dead bodies, including the lich. So the room is filled with this kind of green gas, and only Bard, Karastin, and who else passed? Arvin are standing.
The 3 magic users.
Ah, great. Well, I magically. Will they wake up if they're on fire?
Better suggestion. We pick them up and then we throw them in the pit.
Ah. Okay.
I'll be willing to throw someone in the pit ever since we've got into this combat.
All right.
You're lucky I'm not doing with the orcs, okay? Yeah, unless Karastin is going to say, that's a stupid idea. Yeah, I'm going to go. Just sort of pick up the lich very carefully and throw them in the pit.
Okay. Well, as you start to do that, Odie, you're not. You failed, right? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
as two of you blade holders come closer together, Arvin and Bard, you notice that there's kind of both blades kind of vibrate as they get closer to each other.
Oh yeah, that's it.
This is something that didn't happen with just the Dream Sword and Green Swath earlier. And you notice that Odie's hand, that his blade is vibrating as well.
We're going to shatter them. Oh, God.
No. Hey, Stalker, can you get the other 2 blade holders to be immune to this?
It's like, no.
Can we at least wake up the other sword holder? Is that going to be a problem?
How do you try and wake Odie up?
First of all, we just stand and sort of
Slap him around a little bit. Okay, Odie, you can remake that save versus magic. If you fail this, though, you're just out.
Okay, so. Huh. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Maybe
You're gonna let it.
I am quite close to Odie with the sword.
Yes. So being quite your blade starts vibrating faster, as does Odie's, as does Arvin's as well. They seem to have they seem to be strongly affected by each other as they come closer together. Both Arvin and Bard, make me a wisdom check, please.
Ooh. This is all you, Arvin. I made it!
Yeah.
I did not!
Okay.
It's all you,
Hey, Bard. Your blade tries to explain to you what's going on. So it seems like the blades, well, they look like blades. They're not. they're part of a greater whole. The more that you get together, the more of their transcendental properties become to the forefront, opening up another power that they have with 3 of them together. Mass teleport.
Oh,
That sounds really handy.
Yeah.
yes, it does.
Well, I think I know how we're getting out of here, guys.
You do? How?
Apparently we can mass teleport.
How much is mass? Maybe you just teleport all the orcs and the undead someplace else. And then we leave this place.
Teleport you all to the bottom of that well.
I still want to throw the lich and the undead into the pit because we want to get rid of them.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And then, do we leave the orcs here or do we take them with us? We just mass teleport out of here. That's basically what it's going to be. I'm explaining this to the other 2 so that they're not going to be surprised. Oh, we'll try and also slap awake Cedric and Grimly because they're our friends.
Okay. Where do you think of when you're wanting to get out of here and you're thinking about the people you want to go with you?
Creston's home.
Creston's home. Okay. Who are you bringing?
The PC's in Creston.
Okay. In that which case, all of you awaken in Creston's home. Those of you that were in a magical slumber, it's a day later. You are in a cozy bed. Finally awake after Karaston has been, making you comfortable. The rest of you are very drained from the experience. The swords had to take a little bit of your essence from you to be able to accomplish the transcendental power. So you're kind of listless and tired for about 24 hours yourselves. But you're back at Karaston's home. 3 of the blades have been found. You're beginning to understand a little bit more about them. That
Found every wisdom throw.
Yeah. The blades become more powerful the more of them that you gather. 3 seems to be the tipping point where they become more aware. They have more power, which kind of frightens you perhaps of what the other 2 might do when all 5 are brought together. Karaston himself is a little unsure about things as well. Now, these 3 blades are the only blades he had particular knowledge of. He's got to do research to find the other 2. So we will end it there with you guys having successfully gotten 3 blades. You're back at Karaston's home. The next time we play, Jameis, you're not going to be able to play. Is that correct?
It's starting at an hour earlier, so it really depends on how much I want to, sort of tangle with potentially being caught up by work.
Okay, well, let me know so that I can figure out where I want to go from here. So this would lead on to the next.
I'm not going to go to the day, best of the day of. I probably won't have this.
Yeah.
Another day.
Okay, good enough. So let's go ahead and end it here. Richard, what do you got going on?
Hi there, I'm Richard, and I can't think of a joke. I play video games badly here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR. Or, say it with me now,
Limited time offer.
No vowels.
All vowels.
No vowels.
Oh, you got a game after this one?
Yes, sir. We'll be playing some Homebrew 5e, and then same thing Friday and Saturday nights, midnight central. Except Saturday night I run Grimdark.
Nice. Young?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends like you guys, you can find me on my channel at Substances Used, where I play retro JRPG games and do GTA 5 roleplay. We're playing through FIDA, Emblem of Justice, doing the super good route and the super bad route at the same time. And yeah, it's been good, so catch that on the weekends.
Cool. Jameis, tell us about your blog.
Is he frozen?
He's frozen.
Yep,
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Oh, he's back.
No, I'm back. It decided that it was a really good moment for my internet to go hiccup.
Perfect moment, yes.
Sunrise as well.
But yes, his blog is there.
Yeah.
The links. You got anything going on, Bill, with the Frog Gods?
Lost City of Baracus tomorrow night.
Good stuff.
Fun.
And just head on over to BlueMagicBluMagik.com for all the links to all the other social things that we have going on, YouTube, Discord, other things. So check that out. And we're going to say goodbye. Night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Night, everyone.
Night, everyone.